Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and my video response is going to be on William Faulkner's As I Lay Dying. And one of the topics that I was passionate about in class and even outside of class was if Whitfield should have confessed his what happened with between him and Addie to either Ants or maybe I don't know Cash, Daryl, or maybe his son Jewel. So basically what I did was I wanted to look up to see if there was anyone in that situation, that maybe if there was like some statistics that I can get. And my personal opinion on it is I think that he should have confessed because I have three siblings and all of us have different mothers. So I know when I found out that the brother that I live with had a different mom, it was a big impact on my life, and I'm glad that we found out. And my little sister now has a different mother than I have, and I see that she kind of knows what's going on, but she knows that we have different moms, but she doesn't really know how to go about asking the question. So I looked up some stuff and I found a lot of statistics on adoption because if you think about it, it's kind of the same thing. So I read this article from Carrie Goldman, she got adopted when she was really young, and the name of the article that she wrote was "Stop Asking Adopted Kids If We Want to Find Out Who Our Real Parents Are." And basically in the article she was saying that she doesn't want to know because her mother in the situation is an educated teacher, and she felt that when she put her up for adoption that she was doing a selfless act, and just the fact that Carrie Goldman wants to go talk to her mom is a selfish act. So it comes down to that, and I got some statistics that 72% want to find out of like kids that got adopted want to find out why they were adopted. 65% of kids want to meet their birth parents, and 94% want to know which parent they look like. And then I found out something from the parental aspect, which kind of went of what we talked about in class about if mothers are automatically nurturing and everything like that. Like as soon as are they a mother as soon as they get pregnant or as soon as they give birth? And it said that after adoption later on in life, 95% of birth mothers want a reunion with their child later on. And those statistics are from the American Adoption Congress. So as far as my opinion, I already made it clear that I would want to know. And I think that William Faulkner kind of gave us the impression that Jewel kind of does know in a way because he does not get along with Ants. And I understand that Ants doesn't get along with any of his kids. But I think that William Faulkner wanted readers to know that there's definitely a different relationship going on because of the relationship that Jewel and Ants have. Like it's always hostile. They always feel betrayed by he kind of feels betrayed by Ants when Ants sells his horse, and he never really has the father moment any father moment with Ants at all. But neither does any other kids. But in Jewel in particular, he seems to have a little bit more of resentment towards his father. And I'm big on spoken word, and I was always fascinated about Whitfield and his reasoning for not telling, not confessing. So I wrote a spoken word piece that I'm going to recite as if I was Whitfield and what was going on in his mind. So, all right. I'm just trying to be stable, although my actions were fatal. I know what happens when an angel falls and how God views betrayal. Maybe I should forget and get over it, or confess. People confess to me all the time, but it's different now that the roles are switched. I stole the family's innocence like a bandit. I caused a happy home to be damaged and broke one of the 10 commandments. I used to watch her from a distance, and in an instant she became my mistress, and now I'm regretting this decision and begging for forgiveness. I should confess to get rid of this guilty conscience, but at first I think I should weigh out my options. If I tell and right my wrong in the grace of God, the members of my church, they would look at me odd. I'm the face of my church, and I uphold God's laws, but they would see me as someone that wrestled with Satan and lost. I'm their link to the Almighty, and that responsibility is tough, and they would lose faith in it all if they knew that link was corrupt. I can't risk it. I keep it inside. My church members can't lose faith in their God. The secret is between God, Addie, and I, and as far as I'm concerned, it died when Addie died, and that is a sign. The secret shall die again when it's my turn to go out, but until then, God's grace upon this house. So that was just basically a spoken word from maybe Whitfield's perspective of how I took things. And to wrap things up, I just think that it would have been the better decision for Whitfield to confess his sin, because if you think about it, he's also a reverend. He's a man of the church. He's supposed to do right by God, and he is the face of the church. So you would see him and think that he's everything good in the world, that he takes sin out of the world, but he committed one of the biggest sins ever. And so basically, I think that he should have confessed. From my personal point of view, like with my family situation, I think he would have confessed, and I think him not confessing was better for the book because it left mystery in the book. But I also think that Faulkner, the way that he set up the relationship between Jewel and Ants, he was letting us know that there was a different type of relationship that was going on. So that's it. I hope you guys, if you guys disagree with me or agree with me or anything like that, feel free to post and we can talk about it. Have a good one.